Lesson 6. Sharps and flats. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on the buttons below. On a stave, a sharp sign placed before a note raises that note by a semitone. A flat sign placed before a note lowers that note by a semitone. Here we have our piano keyboard and our treble stave, and we can see a C note marked on both. If we raise that original C note by a semitone or half step, we go to a C sharp. If we start on an E note and we lower that original E note by a semitone or half step, we call that note an E flat. All notes raised by a semitone are a sharper version of the original note, and all notes lowered by a semitone are a flattened version of the original note. Here we can see the keyboard, and all the black keys are the sharpened notes as we work up the keyboard. If we work down the keyboard, all the black notes will become flattened notes. You may have noticed that the notes can have two names. If we're looking at this note, for example, working up the keyboard from a D, this note would be a D sharp. However, if we were working down the keyboard from an E, this note would be an E flat. And this note, working up the keyboard from a G, will become a G sharp. And down the keyboard, this note would be an A flat. These notes that can have two names are enharmonic equivalents, or we simply refer to them as being enharmonic. Here's our treble stave, and here's a D sharp note and an E flat note marked on it. But you can see from the highlighted note that those two notes will play exactly the same. Here we have a G sharp and an A flat, and if you were to play those two notes on a keyboard, they would sound exactly the same. You may have noticed that some notes don't have a black note in between them. So what happens there? How would you play a B sharp, for example? Well, a semitone above a B is a C note. So in this instance, the C note represents a B sharp. The C flat would be played as a B. The E sharp would be played as an F. And an F flat would be played as an E. There's a B sharp on the stave, which would play as a C. There's a C flat, which would be played as a B. There's an E sharp, which would be played as an F. And an F flat, which would be played as an E. Please remember, when writing music on the stave, the flat or sharp sign comes before the note, but when writing it out, as in red here, the flat or sharp sign comes after. So now we know all about sharps and flats.